He wants to transform Twitter as a platform for free speech around the globe. Yeah, that's a problem with Twitter. No one can say what they think. They're holding back.
He now owns SpaceX and Twitter. It's like Musk is thinking, I've seen the heavens, now on to hell.
I honestly don't know why Elon would want to own Twitter, all right? It just doesn't seem like a fun place to supervise right now. You know, it's like buying Jurassic Park after the power went down and the cages are opened.
Well, social media has been afire, hasn't it? With tweets and conversations just about everywhere. And it got ignited with this comment by Elon Musk when he said, "Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. I also want to make Twitter better than ever by enhancing the product with new features, making the algorithms open source to increase trust, defeating the spam bots, and authenticating all humans. Twitter has tremendous potential," he says, "and I look forward to working with the company and the community of users to unlock it." And so with that, we saw discussions on MSNBC from Ari Melbar, who talked about his fears that Elon Musk would suppress free speech on Twitter, right? Take a look at this clip.
The thing about Elon Musk buying Twitter for that whopping price tag of $44 billion, the largest buyout to take a company private. And Musk has been making this hard push that the whole plan here is about his altruistic goals to help free speech around the world.
And then we saw the White House even weighing in on their concerns of large power that would be formed by technological groups, power horses in technology that would control our lives. And so they said that they supported reforms to platforms and that there needed to be some sort of avenue to address the concerns of the power of large social media platforms. Then Jack Dorsey weighed in and he said, "Elon is the singular solution I trust." Well, isn't that amazing? We can debate that. We can debate so many things that came from this discussion. Elon Musk went on to say, "Free speech, by that I simply mean that which matches the law. I'm against censorship that goes far beyond the law. If people want less free speech, they will ask government to pass laws to that effect. Therefore, going beyond the law is contrary to the will of the people." In response, we hear people saying they're going to leave. They're going to go somewhere else, anywhere else, just not here. Will they? That's the question. King Jong on America Has Talent. When the real identity of Jack in the Box was identified, he decided to walk off. As we watch, we ask, did the pendulum swing too far? And is it now actually swinging back? If so, how far back will it swing? Is there room for discussion, even about the pendulum? Is there room for differing opinions? Is there only confirmation minds at work, where we all develop the same identity and the same opinions? Is that all that is acceptable? That was the goal, remember, in the movie The Giver? From the great suffering came communities where disorder became harmony, they said, and they wanted complete and total harmony. As life goes on, Jonas discovers there is more, much more than the world that he's been exposed to. And the movie goes on to say, but opposition has to be destroyed. This is a community built on complete peace and harmony, no feelings. In the end, the community realizes it cannot survive as it is unless they destroy Jonas. They argue, when people have the freedom to choose, they choose wrong. I want you to fight him and then lose him, they say. And is that the battle we're fighting now? Or was that the battle we were fighting? Which is it? Are we doing both? Remember the movie The Stepford Wives? The movie begins with a young family in career transition, moving to a place where they can be totally happy. They want to live in paradise, where there's no fear of competition or jealousy, and there's no different anything. The women are transformed into the same image, and in the end, the question is asked, what have they done to you and to me? So is this what has happened to our debate? We silence it, and then we step back and say, what happened? Do we have people wondering, have they become the same? If not the same, what are the consequences to the experience that we've just gone through and that we may be going through again now? Is this the question Elon Musk is really addressing? Why would he, king of the electric car, space, cryptocurrency, and so on, even care? He has his world. He should not be impacted at all by the events that are going on. So why is he concerned? Although I can't say what is in Elon Musk's mind, there are important considerations we should take. First, Patrick Lencioni in his research tells us without conflict, you can't really innovate, create, and commit to your goals. Without it, companies become stifled. Secondly, Deloitte's research in Australia on collaboration tells us that without the ability to discuss differing opinion and to collaborate, innovation decreases, and so does productivity. Without disagreement, we can't get better. If we all ask the same questions and conclude the same things, we can't predict the future and plan for it. So what's the result then? What happens then? Well, we shame and we blame people. Somebody has to be responsible for what's going on, and we begin pointing fingers, and we go on endlessly, blaming, and blaming. We think being right is more important than the truth. We assume other people's intentions based on the impact on us. So for example, Stone, Patton, and Heen in their research suggest that if someone says, "Why were you trying to hurt me?" we're actually hearing two things from them in that statement. I know what you intended, we think, and we say, I got hurt. In these discussions, we are not considering whether discord could actually be making us stronger. Taleb tells us in his book, Anti-Fragile, that the opposite of fragile is not resilient. Rather, he says it is anti-fragile, a state in which, through exposure to stress and tension, we actually grow stronger. He goes on to say, just as human bones get stronger when subjected to stress and tension, and rumors or riots intensify when someone tries to repress them, many things in life benefit from stress, disorder, volatility, and turmoil. Think about the lessons many learned following the Boston Marathon bombing. Here is one short account. The story begins with a woman's dream to run the Boston Marathon. As her husband cheers her on, she hears an explosion and realizes her husband is injured, and then he has both legs amputated. Through the story we learn, loss changes us, tragedy tests us, and in the end, we become stronger because of it. It is anti-fragile. So let me ask you, in the PC culture where we have disallowed discussion, have we become stronger, more creative, more positive? Or did we just learn the first rule of the Fight Club? Don't talk about the Fight Club. And after the Fight Club, they all started seeing things differently. So whatever comes from Elon Musk purchasing Twitter, the one good thing may very well be that we are having this very discussion.